Hello friends. In this lecture I will be discussing about the life cycle of Echinococcus granulosus. In my previous lecture I have already discussed about the morphology of Echinococcus parasites. Here we will be discussing about the life cycle of Echinococcus granulosus. Okay. Before moving into the lectures, I want you all to answer these questions. Okay. What is the definitive host of Echinococcus granulosus and what is the accidental host of the Echinococcus granulosus, and where does the larval stage of the parasites reside? I want you all to answer these questions. Let's go into the topic now. Life cycles. The definitive host of the Echinococcus is dogs, and the intermediate host are sheep and cattle, and the accidental host is man. Okay, the worm completes its life cycles in two hosts. Okay, first the adult worm resides in the small intestines of the dog. Okay friends, the adult worm is residing in the small intestine of the host. Okay, these animals discharge numerous eggs in the feces. Okay, then cattle and sheep, while grazing, they ingest these eggs. Okay, how does man gets infected? As a man, while handling the infected dogs, or food items contaminated with the feces of the dogs. Okay, then the ova enter into the stomach and then reaches the duodenum. In the duodenum, hexac and embryos hatches and get liberated, and these embryos will penetrate the intestines, and it will enter the portal venules. When it enter the portal venules, and it will enter the portal circulations. Through the portal circulations, it enters the liver. Okay, in the livers, they lodges in the liver sinusoids. Once they get deposited in the liver sinusoids, hydatid cyst develops. So liver acts as the first filter. Okay friends, sometimes the larva may not get lodges in the sinusoids, so they enter into the right heart. Okay, from the right heart they enter into the pulmonary capillaries and they get lodges there. So in the lungs they may form a hydatid cyst. Okay, so lungs acts as the second filters. Sometimes they escape both this and enter the systemic circulations, and they get deposited in various organs such as spleens, kidney, eye, brain and bones, and in these organs they may form the hydatid cyst. Okay, and when the infected sheep or cattle dies, dogs feed on it and get the larva, and then the adult worm grows in it and it matures in 6 to 7 weeks. Okay, in 6 to 7 weeks the larva get mature into adult worms. Then it will be present in the small intestines of the dogs, and again the cycle repeats. Okay, and if it infects the man, it is going to be the dead end, because dogs are unlikely to be eaten. Okay, and unlikely to eat the human carcasses. Okay, next we can move into the life cycles. This is the adult worms friends. It has colex, neck, and it has 3 this is the scolex, and it has 4 suckers and 2 rows of hooklets in the rostrums. This is the neck which is shorter, and it has 3 proglosses. Okay, this is the adult worms which resides in the small intestines of the dog, and eggs are liberated. The eggs are liberated in the feces of dogs. These eggs are ingested either by sheep or by man. Okay, then hexacat embryos hatch in the duodenums. This embryo will penetrate the intestines and enters the circulations, and it will reach liver, lungs, heart, etc. and various organs. Okay, in the liver they develop into hydatid cyst. Once the animal dies, dog again will feed on that animals and get the larva stage, and the adult worm develops, for the dog is the definitive host. Okay, in the intestine of the dogs, the whole eggs develops and develop into adult worms. Okay friends. Finally, I want you all to answer which organ acts as the first filter and which organs acts as the second filter. Okay friends. Thank you.